The Truth with Andrew Washington. Information on local businesses, things to do, current news, sports, and no politics. The type of information you want. The Truth.
Come watch The Truth with my dad, Andrew Washington.
You guys see a ghost?
I'm
You
back.
See a ghost? I see a ghost. Hey, that's you?
It's me, man. It's me.
Welcome back, Mom.
Thanks. I missed you, man.
I mean, listen.
I hate to say it out in public, but I missed you, bro.
Right? I'm driving to work today, and I get ready to call him, and I'm like, yo, this is going to sound real corny, but I was just calling to tell you I missed you. I wanted to hear
It was
your
like
voice.
a scene from a Tom Cruise movie or something, man. You had me at hello.
You had me at hello. The band is back.
It's good to be back, man. I miss
you.
being here. COVID sucks, but I'm here.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice
Yeah, I like this. For my man, Andrew.
You got that. That's cool. It was your
good.
birthday or something?
Well, it wasn't my birthday.
Oh, was it? I gave it to you just out of nowhere?
You did. Because
Oh, wow. I gave you
I'm
something
your
on
partner
my
in crime.
birthday. That's cool.
Look at that.
So, hey, we're back, man. Thanks for watching, and we missed you. This guy missed being here because I heard it all the time when he decided to answer the phone.
Oh, stop.
That's
I was busy doing stuff. So
right.
You know
Okay.
that.
All right.
Taking care of
That's another
business as
thing.
usual.
Before we get started, I always like to talk about the clubhouse where I'm at Thursday through Sundays. It's going well. It's getting so much better. I'm learning so much about what I have to do, and seeing all these people come in. They're playing the games. The bowling machines are working fine. Owners are walking around high-fiving me. So
Every day you give me the updates of how good
yeah,
you fixed
well,
this, you fixed that.
it's different because now the people, like even in the basketball game, you guys said I did that video on the basketball game.
Right.
So every day I go in there, I start the games up, and I play the basketball game, and I might change the high score a little bit. It gives some people something to shoot for. And so I had this guy, he's like, you let the owners know I spent an extra $10 trying to beat your high score. He did it. Kudos to you, but you got to come back tomorrow and do it again because I'm going to set another high score. Wait, we're closed tomorrow. I still have to go in. So we got to give thanks to Troy and Ella Cigars for supporting us, giving us a little funding to help get this going. As far as selling $250 worth of cigars, I can't sell your cigars without your cigars. I've had this conversation. I still don't have cigars. I can't sell them. I don't have them.
I have to say, I smoked the ones he gave us before Christmas. It's very good.
Well,
man.
I
Good-
wish
good quality cigar,
I wish I
absolutely.
could sell them to more people, but you need product to sell product. Now, Dino Luzzi, on the other hand, I have a truck full of Dino Luzzi energy drinks, which I sell to local stores that I stop into. I don't go crazy. I'm not a sales guy.
Yeah, I have some stuff set up this week, too, to
the
go.
stores that I go into and I frequent, I say, hey, here, take some, try something, let's do this. You know, the price is great for them, so it's me. So they do me a favor.
And I have to say it's good, and I'm not just saying it because he supports us. But
Well,
I usually don't like
I-
energy drinks, but this is really good.
This is what
And
this
it's
is
actually
what we
decent
know,
for
this
you,
is what
too.
we
You know, it's awesome.
So not only does Dino Luzzi have his energy drink, but he's also into racing. We have the Dino Luzzi race team out
Right,
now.
yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Last week they went to Sebring, Florida, the Sports Car Club of America. They do these races, and I'm happy to say that Dino Luzzi, he came in third place.
It's pretty
You know,
impressive, yeah.
you know me as an athlete, third place isn't really. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. But for what they're doing, the amount of cars that
Yeah,
are out
absolutely,
there,
man.
third place is a huge success. I don't remember the guy's name, the driver, but I know he's from Alan Cohen. I knew it was an Alan. Alan Cohen. He's from Merrick, Long Island. One of the local boys. You know, he's with Dino Luzzi, and they're going out there doing their thing. They're making a name in the market with energy drinks, and now they're making a name on the track. Look at that beautiful car they have there. Dino, I want to ride in the car. I don't want to be a passenger. I want my foot on the gas pedal, hands on the steering wheel, and go fast. Boom. That's what I want. All right? So make that happen because I know you can. Your name is on the can right there. Dino Luzzi energy drink right there. So last night, what an interesting night. Missed you there.
I would have loved to have been
Missed
there.
you
bro.
there, but I know how you know.
Laying
you
low since COVID, man. I've never been so sick
understand
in
that.
my entire life, but thank God everything worked out good.
Like
so.
this guy that had the show before us, out of his mind guy, Dan Romano. He pulled me on before, you would turned your head. Next thing you know, I was gone. Yeah, I was on show. Yeah, that guy right there.
We were still hanging out having pizza.
So last night, I met some of the coolest people, some of the best actors around, and it was amazing. I wasn't in the movie, but they all made me feel like I was in the movie. Some people were like, "Hey, were you in the movie?" Nope. Did you do? Nope. What do you? I'm just a hired entertainer.
See, that's the thing with this group of people. Everybody's family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're hooked in with one guy, then you're with everybody. I mean, Sal Ronello's a great guy. You got to meet Artie Pasquale. Who was
Artie
in
Pasquale.
in The Sopranos. Artie's a great guy.
And he was like so. I don't know what I was expecting, but he was just a regular guy. We're just having fun. Sal Ronello putting everything together. You got Joe DeBarry out there. It was such a great time. And then I talked to Artie, and he was watching the bag, this lady's bag he was watching when I was introduced to him. And then, so I didn't know who was there. Then she comes back, and then we get into talking, and then we get into some magic. And it's incredible. This lady has a story, and she's coming on our show soon. I can't say soon because we are booked until March.
We are.
Okay. So
he asked what I was doing while I was home?
Yeah, he was keeping us going.
I was still holding it down.
So Sydney Savelle is not only a songwriter, a survivor of breast cancer, but she's the author of this book. And it's everyone's favorite phrase. Everyone says it is what it is.
Yep.
Her book is titled, It Is What It Fucking Is. And yes, I said that. The F is an F, but the U in the word is the ribbon.
And I have one too.
The ribbon that you have, because what I didn't get into with her, there's a lot I didn't tell her. I wanted her to find out, about like my social media and what I could do. But Frankie's a leukemia survivor. So he battled through, and he's one of the strongest guys around. And she, just in a little conversation, this woman's going through a lot.
Yeah, man.
To get her life where it is right now, and she's in the happiest place that she's been in a long time.
The word cancer alone scares the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Just before anything else, it scares you, because when you associate cancer, you immediately think
death.
It's a death sentence.
It's a death.
And it's really not. And a lot of being a cancer survivor is that mental attitude. Like, you can sit and crawl up in a ball. I did it for the first month, bro. I didn't want to deal with anybody. I was in my room. I was fighting with everybody. I didn't want to hear it. And then finally I said, you know what? You got to start living, because what kind of life is that, to be curled up and not live?
So you understand the name of her book. You get it.
Yeah. No, that's my biggest thing. It's like, it is what it is, man,
So you understand fully.
Absolutely, 100%. And anybody who's dealt with cancer, whether it be a family member or themselves, that's my favorite line. It is what it is. It's good. Thank God I'm good. Today's a good day.
Growing up, my grandmother, her cousin, he was in his late 70s. They gave him a year to live with cancer. I think it was about 7 years later we buried him.
Right.
Unfortunately, I was there to listen to him fall out the bed and hit the floor, and we were there for that, waiting for that.
I dealt with that with my mother. My mother was 57 years old when she passed away from cancer. I was a kid when my mother died, so it's, it hits home. And I expected the same thing when I got that news. Like, all right, it's a death sentence. I lost my sister at 51 years old from cancer. So cancer has never been a good thing. Whenever I've heard that word, it's always, ended with death.
Right.
So that plays with your head a lot.
But it doesn't have to be.
Absolutely not. It's not always a death sentence, and it's mental. Man.
A lot of it is mental. My Jeff Gretler, who was on the show not too long ago. By the way, I did his podcast last Wednesday from my living room. Hopefully that's coming out soon. His brother recently passed away. And he was another one.
Brother Robbie.
He was another one that was given a certain amount of time and surpassed that in years. Mm-hmm. So, and he was working out. Looking at him.
He was a big dude, man.
You would never be able to tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
You would never be able to tell that there was something internally wrong with this guy looking at his body. So it's all within you. It's inside you. It's mental. If you want to take it negative, it's going to be negative. And this is something that, I told people that 2022 is my year. I'm going for it all. I'm throwing all my chips in.
What did I tell you before New Year's when I was laying in bed with COVID? What did I say to you?
This is what we're going to do.
This is it. This is it. This is going to be the year. We're going to make our mark.
And we have these conversations, it's like, how people feel about the show. And I tell them, I really don't know. People don't talk to me about the show. And he's like, no, they don't tell me about it. I don't look. I just know that we're doing a good thing, and the people that we do bump into really appreciate what we do.
No, we definitely do
And
get a lot of positive feedback.
We
you know?
love what we do.
No, listen, this is fun. This is just two friends just sitting
Just hanging out.
talking and hanging
Just
out.
like
And
you do on the
I
couch.
think that's why everybody thinks it seems so natural and it flows, because it's just two friends. We've known each other 30 years. So when
And
this
this
is
is
just
how it
us,
is.
you know, we talk the same shit when you were in my backyard hanging
Yeah,
out.
it's
So
no
nothing
different
changed.
whether the
only
camera's
difference
in front
now
of
is
us.
the camera, right?
There's no
Exactly.
difference. The camera's in front of us. The camera's not in front of us. We have the same exact conversations. And hey, Mickey Delaney, Mickey, we're gonna have a chat, right? Everyone's starting to message me. It's like, who's Mickey? Who's Mickey? Like, should I accept this? Mickey, people aren't going to accept your request. They don't know who you are.
Mickey's our boy from the West Coast.
I appreciate
Seattle.
you watching. He watches everybody's thing.
Yeah, he
you
is.
know.
He's a big fan, man.
But we're going to keep it positive always. There's negativity that's there, but why talk about it? Let's just stay positive
No,
and have a
absolutely.
good time.
And listen, before we kick it one more notch, I just want, if you don't mind me, I have a good friend, man. His name is Charlie Ream, and his wife Margaret, very dear friends of ours. He's been in the hospital with COVID since before, I think I told you, since
Yeah.
before Christmas. And he's just starting to come out of it. So if everybody could just say a prayer for him and his wife and his family, it would really mean a lot to me and my wife and his family. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, absolutely, man. That's what we do. We will put anything out there that we can. We will help anyone get the message out there that we can. We're always going to put our little touch on it. You know, there's a little humor, there's a little comedy and everything. Even Dan, we're talking about a funeral we went to. We were laughing. Unfortunately, I brought it up and I made me
You
sit
kind of
down.
fell into that one.
Yeah,
so.
but it happened. You know what? You go with the flow. So before we take a commercial break, I just want to say, Cindy, if you're watching, it was awesome meeting you. I can't wait to actually get a hold of your book. But just looking at the cover, I know it's you telling your story and your fight and how you came through it. And how 2008 will always be a memorable year for you. It's a picture that I put on my Facebook, and one of the years was 2008, and then in measure.
I saw that,
and on how you
yeah. I actually
go.
liked it. I thought it was pretty fun.
Right, but Cindy is at the point that they're going to be 2008 forever. So you can figure out what that is, but that's what it is. So if you're watching, great. I want you to send me the book. I want it. And I don't know if you guys noticed, the shirt happens to be for breast cancer awareness. So
That's usually October, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I do what I want. When I
No, that's
want,
it. Listen,
how
I lost my
want it.
mother breast cancer, so I'm
So
always a
here
big
it is.
supporter of it.
Here's my awareness. We're going to take a commercial break after Frank says what he has to say.
Before we go to break, I just want to say one thing. We're talking about overcoming things. Next week, we have our friend Nate Moran, the Mime Speaks.
Who's going to be in mime
He has got such a story to tell how he overcame from being homeless in New York City for 2 years to now he does speaking engagements in Virginia and all up and down the East Coast. So stay tuned next week. He'll be here, and we can't wait to have him here because we've had the honor to talk to him. What a gentleman he is. He's
And
such a
one of
great
the
guy.
biggest things about his story that to me hurts more than anything, he's a veteran of our country.
2 years in the streets of New York City. I can't even imagine.
This is what we do.
But you know what? He didn't play the victim role. He overcame, and
But
look what he became.
This is what you have to do.
Yeah.
You can sit there. I'm going to. I decided that I was going to go all in with you guys because my show is called The Truth, and we're going to open up more of the truth about what things actually are in my life, because a lot of people think that because of everything I'm doing, the success that I'm having, that it comes with financial accolades as well. But it doesn't. And in the next coming weeks, I'm going to open up to you and show you some documentation of how low I was. And nobody ever knew it because of what I portray. It's all what you do. And I kept fighting for what I wanted.
Yeah.
I know, you know.
I mean, listen, I knew it, but we're friends, man. You know, we've been there for each other. Right, absolutely.
Second
It's not an
place isn't a
option.
good look.
We've been saying that.
So anything I do, I want to be the best at it. And in this show here, I want Frankie and I to go places with it. I want people to watch it. I want the numbers to double. So this is why I need all you guys. So during this commercial break, I'm going to share this out to everybody that can, and I want you guys to do the same. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back to you with award-winning, film writer, filmmaker, film director, actor, whatever he wants to
And
do.
our friend.
And he's got a goddamn award. We're going to talk about that.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be back after this with Glenn McBride Jr. And we're back here with Mr. Glenn McBride Jr. Glenn, welcome back.
Welcome.
Hey, something different from last time you were here?
Yeah.
What was that?
My boy's back.
See you.
Of course, it's good to be
But
seen.
you know, it's like that person, you know, you can't wait to see him. Then when you see him, it's like, damn.
Oh, okay. You
Frank is
weren't
one of those
talking like
guys.
that, man.
Love Frank.
He's
Nah,
all
me
right.
and Glenn met, what,
He's all right.
two years ago we met for the first
did we
time?
meet?
3 years ago? On the set of Polybius.
It was Polybius that we
Right,
met.
right,
Yeah,
right.
it's
It's the
Jimmy
first time I
Kelly's
met
movie.
you.
Probably
Yeah.
at McDonald's or Taco Bell lineup somewhere.
I love McDonald's though.
He's always
He's,
got something smart
I'm
to
getting
say.
this shared out now because I usually do it by the time when I get home and I'm all tired. But I have this set up where all I have to do is hit a couple of things, maybe 22 of them, and then my show goes out to everyone. But this helped me. Like our last show last week, we're 850 almost, which is our biggest show. And the thing that I like about that the most is when I finish here, I look 54. By the time I got home, it was like 150. By the time I woke up, it was at 400.
Wow. It was spiking up.
Yeah, like 'cause it's live, you know, but it's 10 o'clock.
Right. People
Realistic.
tired,
Like
people
Tara,
gotta work.
Tara's somebody, she watches all the time. She stays up sometimes to watch it, and that's cool.
But that's a good thing. That means you guys do something great at 10
Well,
o'clock at night.
Now we can start getting back to doing
And I
things
thought
great.
10 o'clock was going to be a rough spot for us. I really thought, you know.
I didn't know if he
people,
was going to be able to make it up until 11 because, you know,
He acts like I'm 80 years old, Glenn.
Nah,
You believe this dude,
Frank
man?
is young, boy. He could.
I'm a young,
Young and hard.
I'm a young 55,
you ever see him
man.
bend over and how long it takes him to stand up?
No,
No,
stop, bro.
Not looking for see a man bend over.
You
So
see
tell-
where he's at, though, right?
Glenn, last time you were here,
Okay.
we had Kyle Barnes here. No,
Eugene.
Eugene
and,
Barnes
Ryan. Yeah.
and Ryan, two other co-workers of yours in the acting field there. You had your web series, but since then, you had developments with that web series.
Yeah, the web series, it just won the New Jersey Film Awards. It did that, and then
It just won the New Jersey Film Award. Yeah,
Well,
it
you
did
know.
that. Like, it's no big deal. But I respect that because you're not settling. If
No.
you take that as like, yo, I did it, I made
See,
it.
and we had that conversation when we were eating. Like, we don't just rest on what we just did. We're thinking 2 moves ahead
there's
from
so
what we
much to
just
do.
did.
There's so much to
Right,
do. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? And, like, we submitted to, 72 film festivals. We got in 54. So it kind of shows you, like, hey, we missed some, but,
Yeah, but they missed something.
okay. That's a good twist.
That's the way
That's
we
a
got
good twist.
They missed
something.
That's a good twist. That's a good way to see it. But yeah, it's doing well. I'm proud of it because I financed it myself at a time where, I lost my job and I was trying to fix it and get it together. So for it to doing what it's doing, I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying?
So this helped you, your drive and passion to getting this project done helped you not only to get it done, but get back into the workforce and
Yeah.
find something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We've all gone through the similar things, except he's the only one who retired and is dealing with it.
I would love to retire right now.
Yeah, see,
I would love to retire.
I
He
would.
fails to tell you I did 36 years.
I
though. He
would-
forgets
oh,
that
yeah.
part.
Okay,
yeah,
so
you
you
know
know-
what I'm saying?
No, but he's retired. You know, we still got to bust our ass every day. But
And you retired from where? Were you?
From the town of Islip, I was a heavy equipment operator, and then I
Oh,
was,
Sitting
I
in
was
a
a
truck.
union. Then I was a union
Yeah,
liaison.
sitting
I was
in
in
a
charge
truck.
of 350 blue collar.
Oh, you work. You
Yeah,
okay?
so
yeah,
that-
yeah, yeah.
so
you
all
working,
you-
working,
all you-
that money.
working.
all you
Okay.
Earn
folks in
that
the
money.
town of Islip, when you shoveled your driveway and that truck came through and put all the snow back in,
Oh, Fred. Oh.
Sometimes it happens. You know, what are you gonna do? Snow's got to move. If you don't clear it, they get mad. If you
You're
clear
that
it, they
guy.
get mad. You know?
You're that guy.
I'm
All
always
right.
that guy. In some sense, I'm always that guy. So.
Yeah,
But let's
but-
get back to you.
yeah. Let's get back.
No,
to
but you won awards, and like we all know, we're all in the business. Like a
Right.
saturated market, man. There's a, like in the independent film industry, there's a lot of cats out there doing.
Right.
You know, so to win awards, that's big, man. I mean, and I know you're very humble about it, but it really is a big accomplishment, man.
It was scary to submit because, you know, it was my first time really going, you know what, I'm going to do this. And it was scary, and the supply and demand, we still putting together. We sent episode 1 just to see if it would bite. And when they saw the bite and saw the win awards, we were going, oh, wow, we got something actually really good. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, yeah, we got to finish putting this thing together. You know what I'm saying? But it was scary. It was a scary process because you just don't know.
You don't know. The unknown is
And
always.
there's so many people that's submitting, and I saw some of the projects, and it would look better than ours. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, this is really good. This stuff is really good. So you just don't know.
Right, and you always do that. You always try to, if you get a glimpse, it's even like me with this America's Got Talent stuff. You know, last year another magician won.
Right, right.
So what's the first thing I see, yo, bro, you just made it harder for me to do it back to back now. But I'm going
Back-to-back,
into,
right.
but I'm already like, all right, so it's going to be a back to back year.
Right, right, true.
It's the mentality.
Right, that gives you the
Right,
drive
the
to be
drive,
better
right.
than him. You know.
So it pushes you, but it also scares you. Like, I don't have that type of production. You know, I don't have all these lights and bells
Nah,
and
you
whistles.
take what you got. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and this is
then-
what.
See, but you don't need all that because I've not because you're my friend. I've seen what you do. You don't need all the bells and whistles. You're in your face magic.
And what
It's
do I tell
amazing,
you? I
bro.
still think I suck.
Is amazing, but that's it. He thinks
I
I
still
think I
think
suck.
I
I see
suck.
myself. I don't think I'm that
You know-
great, no matter what people tell me. And
Right.
so I'm sure you same thing with you,
I don't
right?
like seeing myself on the screen. That, oh, you did great in that movie. I'm like, okay, you know, it's, you know, I'm like, I
Because
could
you always pick it apart. You think, well, I
Right.
should have done this
And
better.
you know
Maybe
what?
I
It
should have
could-
done that better.
It could, now, we finished the show at 11 p.m., right? It takes me about a half hour, 45 minutes to get home.
Okay,
Before he gets home, he's watched it.
okay. And you kind of nitpicking what could do
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
Well, we're on before I get home,
Right.
because he's already watched. The first thing I do when I get home, I kick off my shoes, I get my little smoke, I get there, right? And guess what? I watch it.
Right.
And I said, I could that. I could
But there's also things where you like, oh man, listen, when I was doing that, you picked me up. Like we don't
Yeah,
have a lag in the
right,
show. There's
right.
never
And-
any
and
There's
lag.
no lags. There's no
And
And we
lags.
try
in the
not to,
show.
you know.
It's weird because sitting here, there's stuff that I see on the show that I did not see sitting here.
Right. Well, because you're in the moment.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but-
done.
and
You're
it's
done.
like,
Wow.
It's like, wow, like people are like, oh, you're so into yourself. No, I'm not so into myself. Well, a little bit. Okay, a lot. But I want to improve.
Right, right.
I want to see the next, the evolution. Like I sent out a message today. I said, all right, you're going to watch the show for the first time. I just want you to know, I've never done this before. Frankie and I, we don't talk about what we're going to do.
Right.
We don't sit there and game plan how we're going to act.
Right.
It's 100% natural. And like last time when you were here,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even want to talk to him
Yeah, he
outside.
didn't talk to me.
Right, 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 right.
I don't even want to talk to him outside.
We do show prep though, as you know. We get our guests and stuff, and we get background on the guests because we
Yeah.
always like. Because I think the best thing we heard was that our first show when Al Bandero was here from the New York radio legend,
Yes.
and he was in Rocky V. We were sitting out there. He's like, "What do you guys got there?" Like, "Oh, we do our show prep. We get background on a guest and stuff." He goes, "This is your first time?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "You guys are already ahead of the curve."
already ahead of
He
the
goes,
game.
"I've been on shows where I had to commandeer the show and feed people." He goes, "You guys are way ahead of the curve." He goes, and that meant the world to us because there's a New York radio legend for like the
did.
last 30 years telling us
wow.
that, wow,
And we were
we're-
just getting started.
yeah, that was our first
That was
show.
your first
We
show.
were just getting started.
First show we
so,
met
like
him.
this is episode 11.
So you know what that means,
So
right?
we've been doing this for 11 weeks.
It's
And
been 11 weeks?
11 weeks.
we started
we've
in
been doing
October,
this. And I feel like we've been doing it for years.
No, absolutely.
And when Monday's over, I go shoot pool on Tuesdays. And I'm already looking forward to Monday.
Yeah, I talked to him on Friday. You know what he said? He goes, I wish it was Sunday, because then tomorrow would be
Right.
Monday. We can be back.
Oh,
And
this
that's
is
how
it.
we feel.
And this is it. Not only does this excite me to be here, it excites me that we have people like you who want to come on.
Yeah, I had a good time with the show.
You
I had
know,
a really good time.
there's shows that people go on and like, that was it. But you folks enjoy coming on because
I had a good
we
time.
have a good time,
Yeah.
and we speak about you. You know, we let you tell. Like, this is like people are like, well, what are we gonna talk about? You.
Right.
This is your time. You talk about what you want to talk about. Your dog. I don't care.
Right.
Talk about your dog. I'll kick back and just listen.
Gotcha.
You know, and we'll have conversation based off of what you
Right.
say.
And it'll be a good conversation.
And we'll have a good
conversation.
whatever you guys
Right.
want to talk about. You want to talk about your love of hoodies?
I love hoodies.
You love hoodies?
I love this hoodie.
I just got this in the mail like a week ago.
Half baked.
That's one of the
Dave
best, one of my
Chappelle.
favorite
I
movies.
love
Yeah, Felisa Mahabal, she makes all my stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so Felisa, I need another hoodie for Glenn McBride.
I want a hoodie. I want,
Well, you want CGYS? You want the truth? What do you want on it?
I want the truth. But
You want
guys-
to get the
yeah.
truth, and that's it. We'll get you on. I'll
a
have one
large.
for you in a couple of weeks. I have in her basement, like half a store.
Oh wow.
We get the
Oh,
cheap.
you go. Y'all go. Y'all going.
All blank. She makes everything special, custom to how we want it.
Oh, you.
We want logos on here. We'll, like mine, one has a logo, one, whatever we want. If
Right.
you're in a good mood with us, I'll put your name on it. You know, Troy Anello Cigars, man, the guy who wants to do business, but
Right.
he doesn't do what he needs to do. I put his commercials up, do everything for him. I can't sell his product. I don't have it. I'm not going to put his name on my shirt when I don't have the product.
Gotcha. I understand. But you know what's gonna happen with this show? It's not gonna just be every Monday. You guys are gonna have so many guests. It's gonna be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's gonna be a thing.
You know what? I honestly feel that being that I want to bring somebody on the show, I want to bring Artie Pasquale. I cannot get on the show until March. I said, dude, I need to get him on sooner.
Right.
Right? Sydney, I want to get them on next week. I can't. It says my name on. I can't do it
Right.
because we're so booked. But that's
That's a good thing.
this
not-
guy. This guy bust his
Now,
ass.
how you getting these guests?
This is what I want to know.
just-
You want me to tell you? I know how to do
Yeah,
it.
tell.
He lays in bed until 3 in the morning because I get the messages. Yo, I
Wow.
just messaged Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mary Kennedy, we got Mary Kennedy that way. Hit her up at like 2 in the morning. She's out in Cali. I was like, hit her up. I'm like, hey, we do a I sent her the thing. She's like, yeah, I'd love to be on.
Yeah.
there. And she, she know her. She's from
Yeah,
Shameless.
Shameless.
He was
That-
on
that-
that.
That's the show.
He was
Oh,
on
you won.
that
That's right. You won that day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and these people really like the show. Donna Blues. She is a big fan of our show, which I finally got to meet her last night.
And she wrote the book on
on
Chasing James Gandolfini. You know?
Oh, wow.
So
Like these
we're waiting to
people-
get her on the show. Unfortunately, she had a bout with COVID as
Right.
well, so she couldn't. But we're trying to get her on the show. I mean, I'm going after every. I told you some of the people
Right.
today.
So,
when we
yeah,
had-
some
when
big
we
names.
did
I was like,
just-
okay, I was some
Hey,
I'm just throwing it out
This-
there, man. You know.
dynamite.
Yeah, man, he's working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
See how I
send
see how I
JJ,
did that without saying the name?
Everybody knows that.
I don't.
Everybody knows that. I'm
Yeah,
after
but we
everybody.
also don't like to jinx. Like we have some. Like you'd be shocked at what we have lined up.
And we don't like to tip our
We
hat
don't
either.
like to
You know
tip
what I'm
our
saying?
hat.
We don't like to do that.
Not at
so.
all. Not at all.
Keeping it humble.
Yep.
It's not keeping it humble. It's keeping it safe.
True.
Because this is a world out there. Wait a minute. How'd they get them?
And they try to do a monkey
And now
wrench.
they're trying
yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's that's
So,
for anything.
And you know what? You know we're early in the game in this, but we're learning quick
No, definitely.
Right.
about the game.
Keeping it hush hush until it's time.
No, I said
You
you
have
never give somebody your move. You know, you never
Yeah.
know somebody know your move.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know.
You know, so I have this website coming out soon. They called me today and they're like, yo, when are you going to give us updates? I just haven't had time. But one of the spots is for the Truth website is upcoming guests.
Okay.
And they said, well, how many do you want to get? I said, one.
Yeah, you gotta do one. Okay, if we do the whole month, people start doing a monkey wrench.
Yeah, it gives you too
I
much
know all about
ammunition.
that. I've
But
been there.
Yep.
it would look nice to look and say, wow, look at what we have. But we can look in the book and see it too.
Yeah, you can
well,
do
he
that.
can, I can. I
You
don't
can
have
do
the
that.
book.
Look at
I don't. It's so weird, man. I don't know.
You know,
who's
we
coming.
got some stuff. I'm
I
working
have
on
to call
stuff
him
that
and say, yo, who's
people
on
are gonna
next
shake their heads. How the hell they get him? Or
That's
how
a
the hell
good
they
thing.
get her?
That's what you want.
You know?
You want people to go, I can't wait for the next show.
And that's it. And saying we're always like, Monday's over and we're already working on next Monday's show already. You know, I mean, like I said, we're booked into March, but I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking 2 moves ahead, 3 moves ahead. Months ahead about who. And he's right to the point that people want to be on, and we can't seem to fit. You know,
Well, that's how the
I got to
big
tell
guys-
people, you know, no disrespect, but I can't get you on. Like, you know, these
We don't
people,
want,
you know,
right.
right, exactly. You know, and I would love to throw everybody on, but
How do you do
we
it?
can't have 3 people on a show because it just,
We
you know,
all-
we
we
want to
wanna
give
give you
everybody
time.
their
Right,
time.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And we want everybody to have their time, and that's why I was glad you were able to come on tonight because I wanted to be here with you because
was
we're
good
friends,
shit.
and then
Yeah.
just I want to, you know, want to hear more about what you got going on. So we should just probably shut up and let Glenn
No,
speak.
I'm happy.
I thought about that a couple of minutes ago, but I was flowing.
I was
man.
loving
No,
it.
we're on that flow. So.
I read people and I caught his eyes. He was into, he's a good actor. So he was pretending that he cared what you were saying.
No, it's like because
He didn't care what you were saying. He cared what I was
I
saying.
know that.
It's
No one
good to
cares.
see people that you know and you care about put in the work and you see them progressing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys who don't put in the work. They think it just drop from the sky. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? You guys are
definitely
putting
not.
in the work.
Right.
So, can you imagine by next year how the show's going to be? It's gonna
We're
be-
hoping. We're
All right,
praying.
hey,
you know,
listen,
but-
I'm hoping by next year there's a couple more days in this thing. Bobby's great. Bobby's going to get us on cable in the next few weeks. I know he
I'm
is.
telling you. It's going to come, man.
Oh, did I
Keep
just
pushing
put that out there? Did I
It's
push him?
crickets.
Did I push him to do
Out
that?
there, you pushed it
Oh,
out.
sorry, Bobby. Yeah, no, but it's coming. It's
coming, man.
Yeah, and I'll pass up. Like I don't want to do a midnight thing. 'Cause nobody's gonna watch it. Yeah, we can say we're on it.
I think you got a good time slot.
Oh, this is perfect.
I think it's
This is perfect.
I was a little hesitant at first
was.
when you
I had
said
to
10
talk him
o'clock.
into
I
it.
was like, I wasn't sure about this, how it was going to work, you know. But
And
he
Dan
talked me
Romano
into
had
it.
this slot, and he gave it up.
Right.
He was like, but you know what? I am glad things went out.
It
the way
worked
they
out.
are.
Working out for everybody.
It's absolutely wonderful, and I get to see all these people coming in. Mickey Delaney, Kevin Stecker, oh my Lord. Kevin Stecker is a high school hockey teammate of mine.
Oh, really?
He might be retired by now. Ended up doing SVU in New York City for NYPD.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy because like one year I went to a Yankee parade. I'm not a Yankee fan, but I'm a baseball fan, and I wanted to experience one of those parades. Because my Mets, I was too young when they did it.
I was
So
there for that race.
I went there, and who do I bump into? Is one of the cops, on patrol. And it's Kevin Stecker. I was like, what
You
are
guys
the
went to
chan-
high school together?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. What are the chances of that?
It's a small world. We
And
talked
then,
about that tonight.
I
man.
was years ago. I was doing something. I was doing some valet stuff actually. Bump into him again there.
Oh, wow. You should
Yeah.
have him on the show.
Yeah, I bumped into him. Well, he was one hell of a hockey player though. Like everyone was better than me. I say.
Oh,
that.
you play hockey?
Yeah,
Oh, that's dope.
I say that as I won all county. I played with guys that played in the NHL. I traveled around the world playing hockey.
That's dope. You're the first black person I ever met that played hockey.
Probably the best one too. I know there's Anson Carter, but I was out before
That's
he was.
dope, though.
He
What about
watched
Grant
me.
Fuhrer too, right?
Grant Fuhrer. Nobody knows he was black really.
Unless you knew hockey.
Grant
Right, if
Fuhrer.
you knew hockey, yeah.
Right.
He's the goalie for the Edmonton Oilers when Wayne Gretzky was on, and they won all of their awards.
Oh, wow.
Nobody ever talks about Grant Fuhrer being the only black hockey player.
He
in
was
the
one of the
NHL.
best goaltenders. Forget
No,
color. He was one of
because
the
he
best
was light-skinned.
goaltenders around, man.
He was a little shade darker than
So,
this
so
guy right
people
here.
couldn't really tell if he was
Yeah.
black. Got it.
And so they didn't mention it.
Right.
I knew.
Well, that's dope, though.
I saw the curly
play
hair.
hockey.
I saw-
I think the first time I played hockey was when I moved down here in North Babylon High School, because we had to play it.
I played North Babylon. They used to practice in a shopping center. They had an ice rink. It's called Ice Time. And it was
Okay.
right across the street from the school. I think it's a karate dojo or a gym now.
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah,
Yeah,
changed
so
it around.
yeah, we had to drive there 11 o'clock at night for practice.
Wow.
None of us drive, so our parents.
Had to drive you there.
Oh yeah, man. So when I was a little handful.
No,
I'm not driving.
not you.
No,
What do you mean you're not driving me? It's 9 o'clock. You're not driving. You should have came in this late. It's 9 o'clock.
Right,
I
right.
got time to get ready. Yeah, no. Yeah, my dad left me once. I was supposed to play at halftime at Giant Stadium,
Oh, wow.
and he left me and went without me because I came home late.
I mean,
That's how it was back
Yo,
then. Our parents didn't play,
a
man.
block away in someone's pool by myself. There's one of the Reverend Forrest.
right.
But by yourself? What were you doing in somebody's pool by yourself?
Because I didn't have a pool. See, I almost went in on you right there.
So
I didn't
you
have
used
a
someone
pool.
else's pool.
Yeah, and
Got it.
I used to tell people I didn't eat either.
So you get their food,
they
too.
would
So they feed
me.
you.
Yeah, Yeah, they tell me these stories afterwards. I don't remember.
you just
But I
milk
like
it.
to eat.
Right.
I like to eat, and yeah, you say I didn't eat. They'd
messed
feed
up.
me, and I go home and eat dinner.
That's messed up.
Shady ass.
Shady,
he was.
shady.
Shady ass.
But you got fed. It worked.
I got fed.
It worked.
Yeah, it was bad. I love growing up in my household, but it was nuts, man. It made me who I am now, so it's their fault.
Well, you know.
It's their fault. It's their fault. Glenn, what do you got coming up next?
Oh,
You like that flip?
It was good.
that was a good flip. I like that. I was trying to say, but that was dope.
I was gonna say if I caught it, I would have been
If
still
you
talking
caught
about
it, it'd been really dope. We're really dope. Got the come up. With me and Eugene. We just did some promo stuff, behind the scenes stuff, getting ready for that.
Can you tell us a little bit like what it's about and like without
yeah.
giving too much away so we don't?
Yeah, me and Eugene, we're two best friends. He has a very loving girlfriend that he wants to marry, but she comes from a rich family, so he wants to impress her family with a elaborate engagement ring, but he can't afford it. I get it for him. It gets stolen. He found out the rings are stolen. The guys that steal it from steal it back from me, and we have to go get the ring back before her parents come for the proposal. So we have a whole day to find these guys and everything. So if you like movies like Uptown Saturday Night with Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby
Yes,
from back in
yes.
the day,
So this is a comedy.
it's like that.
That's
Yeah, it's a
old
funny-
Because
Yeah,
when you were talking about it, he's like the guys stole it back, and we had to steal it back before the parents come.
Right.
I'm thinking of wow, how that could be really funny.
Yeah,
So,
it's like that.
without knowing it was a comedy, then you
Right.
said Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier.
Yeah,
it
so
better
you-
be funny.
So if you see like Uptown Saturday Night, and they also did Let's Do It Again, and
Yes.
then they did another movie called A Piece of the Action.
Yep.
So I was watching, I was like, yo, I want to do something like that. So I kicked it to Eugene, and we had like a little idea. Then Ryan jumped in, and we just started writing it, and we did it during COVID, so everything was through Zoom. So that's how we got the episodes written out. and
By the way,
everything.
Let's Do It Again. That movie,
It's a classic.
I used to love that movie, and it was the music in it.
Yeah.
It was the music
Yes,
that
yes.
was in it, and I could hear the theme going. The Let's Do It Again in the music. I could hear it in my head.
Right.
Don't ever ask me to sing because of that. If I ever sing, I'm drunk.
Really?
I'm drunk. If you ever catch me sing, I'm drunk.
I got it. But yeah, I love that song, and just the cast alone, like James Earl Jones, and you had Jimmy Walker, you had all these guys, Jane Amos, all these legends.
John
Legends,
Amos, yeah, man.
legends, and at that time, nobody knew anything about it. But
No.
all of those guys in that movie, all of them,
Are legends. Like, yeah.
turned out to be legends in,
Right.
in the movie industry. And it brings me to one of the things that we talked about. We went out to eat. We had a pizza. Frankie bought me birthday. My
that's
birthday
right,
dinner.
birthday,
He says,
yeah.
"Hey, I'm taking you guys out to dinner for your birthday. You want a slice of pizza?"
I said to the pizzeria. I said,
It was
Max, you see how he is?
it was some good pizza.
Tell him you got some soup
I
too,
was
all
about
right,
to
please?
say-
Yeah, you got soup, too. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's something. I'm not really. I'm gonna lose this pen. I'm gonna catch it. I'm not really superstitious, but I like to keep my routine.
Okay, so what's
So,
your routine?
so I get my soup from there before every
You know,
show.
we didn't get the little garlic things
no,
either,
because
the
you got
pepperoni
the pizza.
things.
Yeah, you got the pizza.
Well, you could have
side.
said, I told you, what
Nah,
you
man,
want.
I'm not gonna take advantage of you like that.
Not taking advantage. It's not
I
taking,
would-
when I offer, it's not taking advantage.
It's still you can. Still
When I
get
pay
treated.
for it and then you try to throw shit in, then it's taking advantage, you see?
Yeah.
That's how that works.
All right, well, shit, I should try to throw something.
No,
in.
too late. Birthday's over,
late.
bro. That's
The
it.
wrap.
Done.
Damn,
It's a
man, I'm
wrap.
still thirsty. Look, hey, by the way, is Starbucks paying for this spot?
What's that?
Is Starbucks paying for this
No, I
spot?
paid for it and I like it, so.
They didn't pay because Starbucks, you owe me about $150 so far. We can keep going and you owe me more. Whatever, you owe me some money, Starbucks. Dude.
Let's get back on track now.
Oh, we're not?
God.
All right, you know what we're going to do? Because we'll talk about more because you were home playing sick. You didn't get to hear about
Playing
the whole...
sick.
Oh
No,
my
you
God.
didn't
See
get
how
to
he
hear,
is, man?
you didn't get to hear about everything he's got going on.
I know this man. I know everything you got going
We're
on.
going to take a commercial break because we haven't done that yet. I'm going to try to find something to drink because this guy didn't give
Oh,
me
here we
anything.
go. Drink your Dino Luzzi, bro.
And yeah, I'll do that right after this commercial break. We'll be right back after this break.
I hate him.
Torrinello Cigars, created by cigar enthusiast Michael Torrinello of Scranton, PA, prides itself in offering top-notch cigars not only to the Pennsylvania market but worldwide. Torrinello Cigars is a proud maker of premium hand-rolled cigars with a wide range of premium cigars, flavored cigars, and accessories. You're sure to find what you're looking for.
All right, so we're back. I was able to quench my thirst a little bit. I had to take a napkin off the desk and squeeze it out of my mouth. I got a couple of
He was
drops
that
in.
thirsty.
Yeah, because he's got caffeine, all
Oh
the
my
stuff
God!
in there.
Again,
You know,
he's
whatever.
like a
So
whiny little baby, man.
Do I got-
Do you want some
Jesus.
coffee?
nah, man, I don't. Nah, he might have COVID. I don't want that.
Might had, I had, but
So, Glenn, you were talking about what you have, what you've done, and all that. You have another one coming up, and I absolutely love the concept
Oh
of
my
this
God.
movie.
He was so excited. So, it's a romantic comedy, Christmas comedy.
See?
So my best friend Brandon plays a guy who gets his wife and missus pregnant at the same time. And he has to deal with both their pregnancies and everything. It's a
That's
comedy.
a conundrum.
And the title of the movie, we need the title. The title is Pull Out.
pull out.
So that's the title. So it was something that he kicked to me. He was like, yo, that's hilarious. So we just finished the script. We're supposed to start shooting it in March. You know what I'm saying? It all happens in the house, so we can shoot it in 2 days. And get it done.
You had 278 casting.
Oh, that's for a different.
Oh, the different.
Yeah.
It was 278.
Yeah, 278 submissions for actors that submitted for this.
We made it
rom-com.
279.
Yeah,
Just-
because he submitted, so I got his headshots and acting real. But yeah, I was shocked. So I'm sitting there, looking at headshots. So it's a good project. They start shooting that the end of March. I'm just the co-producer for that one and everything. So I gotta keep the hush shots. I can't really get.
Yeah, you can't get into too much.
Yeah.
But so you're staying busy. How do you find the time? Because I know sometimes I'm up till 3 in the morning, and it might be just looking at people's stuff, or
Right.
it might be talking to Frank about what we're gonna
Right.
do. Because honestly, we'd rather talk to each other about the show than half the people that we talk to.
Right.
So, but I've tried to eliminate a lot of that. No more useless conversations, man. If you're just sitting there,
It just burns your time.
we don't
exactly.
have. We only have 24 hours in every day,
Right.
and I need about 27, 28 to get get through my
When
day.
you're focused on your task, and you know what you have to do, you don't got time for this dumb talk and just
No, and it's this job out there. I drive to East Hampton an hour,
Right.
so I go to work at 11. So I gotta leave like 9:45
Right.
to get to work for 11.
Right. So that's
And then I
And
get
most of the time, we're on the phone talking.
And I
and driving.
I gotta have a job. I gotta do something.
I'm in Home Depot and people are texting me. I'm at my job and I'm texting people. Locations and everything, and you're trying to work.
You
and-
have to
yeah,
do
you
it.
You have to do it.
It's hard, and when I get home, it's
Then you're up
11:30.
again. Do you have to do more stuff?
11:30, 12 o'clock.
Right. So,
I go to sleep and do it again.
right.
So even getting Bobby stuff for the show, tailed off a lot. Since
Well,
I
you
started.
text me earlier this morning, like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yo, I need those videos, those clips.
Yeah,
so I
like-
got up out of bed like, all right,
And I'm like, he's like, all right, I sent it to Frankie. I'm like, no.
like
And that's when I sent you.
I was like half asleep. I'm like, that's Andre. What? I'm like, oh, I got some of the clips. I had to get out of bed, cut it, and see
Yeah,
it.
no, but I appreciate it because we tell everybody,
Right.
you have stuff. There's 2 things we tell. Frankie blows up on one. Send it to my email. Right. Everyone sends it
A
to
lot of
his
times I
messenger.
get to the messenger and it makes me absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You know,
He's like, yo, send to my email.
it's not that easy. People don't think it's not that simple getting it to where just put it
No.
where I actually send it
Exactly.
to. And then the
Sometimes
other-
it's a pain in the ass to get it off a messenger.
To
You
try-
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
download and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
just
it's
it's
tough.
easier
Right.
to email because then I'll send it
just
over to
send it
him.
right over and we send it to him.
Right,
And then
exactly.
goes,
It works
yo,
out.
it's a bing, bing, bing that everyone has a hand in it. Everyone's like, what is he do? He does a lot for us.
Right.
You just don't see it.
Yeah, no, he does. Max does
You know,
a hell of a lot.
between
for
him
us,
and
man.
Bobby, you just don't
But when
see
you
what
text me
they
through the
do.
morning, I was like, I thought it was emergency. I thought something happened. I was like, oh,
No, man, I was just up.
No, just
I
as
thought the
crazy
show
as
was
being up at
canceled.
3
The
o'clock.
show was canceled. I was like, what?
No, it was just up. I was just up. But this is what we do because this is the time that I have.
Right.
You know, it's like, do I not go to this cast party, the rap party?
Right.
Or do I stay home and do? And thank God I went.
Yeah, I was supposed to be there. Yeah.
Because, yeah, that's the first thing I said. Missed you there.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was supposed to be there. I had work, so it's like, you know, and that's the thing too. Like when you have a 9 to 5, you have a dream. You gotta kind of work around the 9 to 5 to, you know, do your dream job. And,
So,
you know,
And that's the thing too. Like when I was doing the acting, it's hard to be married and have kids, have a job, and chase your dream all at the same time.
same time, right.
There's a lot of balls in the air, man, to be juggling. You know.
yes, you can do it, though.
He's such an asshole. He really is.
If anyone can
lot.
pull that off, buddy, you can.
but it has to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm single, I don't have kids, and it's still tough doing it.
Right. You
So-
know, I have children.
Right.
I don't know if I'm single. I'm not single. I tell everybody, they're like, "What are you?" I say, I'm married to my job.
Gotcha.
But there's gonna be something that pops up. It's just like
That pulls you out. Yeah. Well, one day. You know what I'm saying? Until now,
could
you
be
know.
a job, could be whatever. But
Right.
I am so locked in on what I'm doing, what I want to do, that you can't even get in my circle right now if you're not with me
Right.
or about the same thing. You have the same.
You gotta have to have
drive.
the same vision.
You,
If
you
not,
can't.
it
You
just-
can't get in my circle right now
Right.
because
And that's why we talked about that. We're driven for the same things, he and I. Like we both want the same things for the show and just in our careers, and that's why we, you know, everybody's like, oh, you know, you guys look like you know each other. We do know each other for years,
Right, what
and
makes it-
it's not an
makes it-
act. When we're up here
Right.
talking, it's
It's
me,
not
like I said,
scripted,
when
yeah,
we're
there's-
chilling in my backyard in the
There's
summertime.
no script.
It's the
there's no
same shit, right?
teleprompter,
Exactly.
There's
I
no.
mean,
yeah, no,
we don't
talked
talk about what we're gonna go over. We just,
we
you know.
touched on that today, and it's like Mike and the Mad Dog because we grew up as Mets fans and sports fans. You get a lot of your information from WFAN. Back in the day, they used to be more Mets than Yankees, but I
Okay.
guess because the Yankees started winning
Yeah,
more, they
probably
started
got-
talking
probably
about.
got
But
dumped.
Mike and the Mad Dog, they had a great show for numerous years, like 12 years, something crazy.
Okay.
They didn't like each other.
Yeah, there was a lot of animosity there
really?
too, but it was all, you know, they all played it for the, you know,
So it's
for the show.
fake,
Right,
you
right.
know what I mean? So yeah, they were delivering the information, which is why now when you mention it, I think about it, they never did anything out together. You know, when they do appearances, and even
Yeah,
after,
they always seemed to be separate, when they did
even,
their stuff.
Even the show after the Knicks game, it was Mike Francesa's show.
Right.
After the Knicks game. But it's about, I mean, we don't like each other either, but it's a different not like.
Ah,
It's a different not
He's
like.
so
you
stupid
guys
all
would be
the
a
time.
great buddy cop movie.
Hey, if you know somebody who writes some good stuff, let them
I'll
know.
let you know.
I think we know somebody.
I don't
Gentleman to the left.
He's alright.
To the left, to the left. He's all right.
Yeah, but you
You
know
know-
what? Talk a little bit about Polybius, like how you started out and then what you did on that, because that's where I met
That's
him. I
where we
met him
met.
on a set of Polybius, and we just became, you know,
So we should
Friend.
took off that day.
So that was a great.
he's just
great.
ignoring you, dumbass. See? He's just flowing.
He's like, did he just say that?
That was a great production. Jimmy Kelly, a good friend of mine, who's my writing partner, who wrote Pull Out the Comedy with me with Brandon, Low Pro, Half-Ass Killers, a Hitman comedy that we're shooting end of the summer. He has a movie called Polybius, starring Tom Atkins. So if you love Halloween 3,
Yeah, if you know
Lethal
Halloween, yeah.
Weapon, Escape from New York, Tom Atkins is in that is in those movies, and he was the star of that movie, and that's how we met.
Right.
I was also an actor and the assistant director on that. So it was a great shoot. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a
And then-
very professional set. I
Right.
loved the way it was, and we talked about it earlier. What I loved about Atkins is he didn't have that Hollywood
Hollywood,
mentality.
no.
He sat with us. I'm sitting right next to him. We're all talking. We're
Yeah.
throwing the F-bomb around. We eating and bullshitting about. And he was just like a regular dude. It was
was a
just
good
like the
dude.
three of us just sitting and talking. And it was such a great experience, man. It ran so well, and you know, I had hooked Jimmy up with a lot. You know, he needed a lot of extras and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that, and him and Mike and just everybody.
was really good. You know, and Tom, you know, he's a legend in that Hollywood like horror, cult, you know,
That's his
movies.
niche.
Yeah, that's his niche. Like people, they love him in those movies. You know what I'm saying? So, great guy. And he killed it. I think he was there for 2 days, and man, he gave us everything.
Yeah.
He gave us everything. And he's like 80-something years old, but he's sharp.
Yep.
Sharp. You know what I'm saying? He's just
I
going in.
gotta get on one of those things and check it out. Max, what the hell are you looking at?
10
10 minutes left? Oh, all right, cool. Because,
Max, you want to go take care of it?
that took a lot to get that 10 minutes out.
He was good. He was thinking about it. He had to think on
That takes a
that.
lot. I'm like, what the hell is... I'm like, what?
I was like,
By the
what's
way,
going
you're
on?
not slick.
What?
You're not slick.
Well, I'm not. What's,
I don't
what's not
know.
slick?
There's something up your sleeve. There's something up. I don't listen. I just want to let
It's kind of hard to be slick, you know. When
with me around. Yeah, they're brewing something.
I don't know.
Max has never left this room
I'm just a guest.
at all.
He's
You're up
just
to
a
something
guest.
too. Okay,
No,
that's
I don't know.
this is where you're blowing your fake acting skills is coming in.
his
No,
fake
I'm
acting
I'm
skills. You
just-
see how he is?
I'm just.
Hey, if you want to hear more about Glenn McBride Jr.'s fake acting skills, dial 1-800, you're up to something, and we'll see who answers the phone. And now back to our messages with Frank Carrera.
So stupid, man.
Yo, this is what we do, man. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but Bobby pointed it out, and I love that little touch that Bobby did. I'm watching this screen right here, and the truth is blending. You see the light? You see the light going through it?
I do.
That's awesome. And now Daisy.
And we have a
Daisy.
doggy visitor.
Yeah, we
that's
just had a
walked
dog
by.
run through here.
Right by.
I don't know what's going
You
on.
never know what you're going to see on the
We
truth.
have lost
see?
control. This is almost like the Dan Romano show right now, except there's no strippers running
Wait,
across.
the only time we ever lost control of a show was when Pat Marone was on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just kicked back and was like, because he didn't shut up.
That was just insane. That was fun, but that was
He didn't.
insane.
It was fun. It was probably our best
check that.
episode. And Frankie and I just like
Wait, what's his name again?
Pat Marone.
Pat Marone.
He's
a
a
good
good
fighter,
I'm
too,
in
yeah,
scene with him.
yeah.
I'm in
He-
scene with him.
he-
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
Pat's awesome. We love Pat.
He's the father or whatever. He's the boss.
Yeah, I have
And,
2 scenes with him in the movie. Yeah,
Yeah, and Teresa, who does the show also here, she's married to Pat in the movie.
Gotcha.
So it's like her and Pat were working on their on-screen romance last night because neither one of them showed up.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
So stupid.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
Glenn, there's something you're gonna learn. I don't care.
I've
I
noticed.
don't care.
I've noticed.
I'm gonna say what I want to say.
But
He's
that's
gonna
why I
say
call
what
it
he
the truth.
He
Yo,
tells
I'm
true or
gonna
false.
say what I want to say. You don't like it too goddamn bad. You know what I mean? Because this is just what life should be about. People should say whatever they want to. I mean, to an extent.
I hear you.
But we protect somebody's feelings. But I don't do that either because then I'm fake.
So I was talking with Glenn before. I
Sorry
told
to
him
hear
that
that.
his next movie, he's going to try to get us in, possibly.
I'll get y'all in. Oh.
I'm not. If you kill me off, I'm not.
Nah,
I'm not
I'll
in.
put you ready. You know what? You wanted to see Supply and Demand. Can we show the clip?
Oh,
Here
yeah.
we go. First of all,
Ah.
I picked you up a little cake, Mr. Washington.
I knew.
Yeah,
I
you knew we were up to something.
I
It's
knew
kind
you
of
guys were
hard.
up to something. I knew you were up to something.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Mr.
birthday,
Washington, man.
Thank you, man.
Blow it out. Make a wish.
You blow it.
You blow it out.
I heard you say
No, I
that.
heard you. You spent
All
a
right,
lot of time.
for the sake of time, because we got some clips we
We
didn't
want to
even
show.
get
Yeah,
to.
we forgot. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate. I'm so humbled. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
If you guys see my last videos I put, I'm going to tell you everybody I'm going to thank for this. I want to thank me for believing in me.
here we go.
I want to thank
Doing
me.
Snoop Dogg.
for all the hard work.
No one's ever heard that.
Whatever. Bobby, can
All
you
the
play
hard
those
work.
clips, please?
I'm gonna do that.
Is
one.
he there? Max?
I mean, what the fuck did you get me into? What? Well, why are we even dressed like this? I can't breathe. I thought we were doing a heist or something. Heist? What made you think that? Oh, I don't know. Maybe when your friend calls you saying he has a big score in mind, he's been casing the place for a while, you start thinking the word heist.
No, dude. I was just getting into character.
Character?
Yeah. Did you see the girl in the middle over there?
Yeah?
Alright, so I ran into her at the free clinic, right? We started talking. She lets me know she has this fantasy of 2 dudes breaking in, performing for her.
Performing for? Performing what?
Male exotic dancing.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're not exotic dancers, man.
We are now.
Mint chocolate.
I did good. I made this myself.
Oh, damn, I look kind of good right there. You see the abs on this guy?
Yeah, you look good. But mint chocolate, get it? I'm white, yo.
Yeah, I get it. All right, how much we getting paid then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You can't charge a girl to fulfill her fantasy for her.
Yeah, you can. Plenty of people do it. Prostitutes, porn stars, phone sex operators. Should I keep going?
Mastermind with the rhymes on his grind all the time. Bottom line, born to shine. Out of sight, so never mind. OD like a OG. Rap attacking, track attracted. You truly blue, cause I do get it. Crack-a-lacking, paper stacking, lady snatching. Your girlie disappeared, you ain't know I did magic. Man in many hats, kid. Wearing proud proudly so the crowd sees. Show me how loud they can be. For this perfect stranger, high like Balky on the balcony. Getting profile like.
Yo, I'm sitting over here cracking up, right? You can't charge it for a fan. Yeah, you can. Prostitute, phone sex. Yo, that's pretty good, Glenn. And then we showed the trailer right after that.
Yeah.
And then the music, I'm sitting there, and then you know
That's my boy Jeremiah who did the song. Yeah.
Oh, we need to talk because once you said
dope.
he's no magician, I said, what?
Yeah,
I could use
he's
that.
a dope rapper.
Oh yeah.
So I'll get them all.
Where's he out of? Where's he from?
He's from. I think he's from. No, he's from Freeport.
Okay.
Yes, he's from Long Island. Yeah.
And you know, we got some celebs.
We talked about that earlier. Just the talent on Long Island, rappers and
Freeport, Roosevelt, Public Enemy.
He's a new school Public Enemy.
Oh,
Eddie Murphy. Howard Stern.
Nobody knows about.
We got C.I., Brentwood. You know.
Yeah.
We
got it, like Keith Murray, we talked about before.
Yeah, met Keith Murray.
EPMD. You know, we got. You know, you got Rakim and Wine Dance.
That's people even say LL's from Wine Dance.
LL's from Bay Shore. See, this is what people do not know.
He grew up in Bay Shore.
He grew up in Bay Shore.
I never heard.
So the thing about Mama Said Knock You Out,
right.
He was getting bullied in Bay Shore. And his grandmother, who he lived with at the time, said, you better knock them out, or you come home, I'm going to beat your ass.
This was Bay Shore. I thought always that was Queens.
That's what they want you to understand. But the real folks, like Big Daddy Kane, a lot of his start came up in Central Islip, in people's basements with Biz Markie, who grew up in Brentwood.
Biz was another one,
right?
yeah.
But it's Central Islip and Brentwood,
right.
but 111's the divider.
Right.
I'm on this side, he's on this side. Oh, I'm from Brentwood, I'm from whatever. Biz is right from over there. So Biz brought Big Daddy Kane over to Carlton Park in Central Islip, and Keith Murray was there. And all these guys, like a lot of people, the JVC Force from Central Islip.
Well,
I mean, we
the
have a lot.
Scene.
It's very big.
Right.
And it's died off, and I say I'm trying to bring something back to CI.
Okay.
I don't live in CI anymore, but CI is.
That'll always be home now. So that's where we're from. That's what made us.
Even coming here today, driving with this guy, he's like, where are you going? I said, to the show. He's like, don't you go that way? I said, dude, you've been in the car with me every time I went. We go this way.
Right.
So I drive through the center of CI.
Okay.
Right? He's avoiding all the busyness. I'm driving right through the middle of it.
Gotcha.
So
and we talk about that a lot. Like that, we grew up, with blue collar families. My father was the son of a bitch, man.
Tough.
You know what I'm
tough.
saying?
Yeah, right.
I was the youngest of 8. So
it's a totally different
but
generation.
that taught us respect. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
They
it's
don't
something
have
that's lacking nowadays. Like,
Well,
you don't see it.
Everybody wants to go viral and they'll do anything and say anything, disrespect anybody. Just to go viral. You know what I'm saying?
They will
Especially
say
young
anything.
rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember as a kid, like if I walked across someone's lawn, I got it upside the head.
Yeah,
You're walking on that man's lawn. That man works hard to
walking
keep him
over
on.
his
You know what I'm
grass.
saying?
So now
Like
people
that.
park on your lawn.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
right.
Now they're parking people's driveway. Driveway. Like, they not care.
Not like.
It's a totally different.
It's way different than like when I grew up. Like I'll pull up to somebody's house and I'll like park out front. Like, what do you? I just told you don't pull in someone's driveway.
And you know what's funny too is like when I would go to a girlfriend's house, like I would have to get out the car
Boyfriend?
and go and pick her up.
Oh, you don't,
See,
now you
Simone.
don't do that. These
I would have to
kids-
go to the door and pick her up.
Yo, I did that once, for someone. And she looked at me like, what are you doing? And
They
I'm
don't
like, and I
understand.
made a joke. It's like, he tried to open the door for me.
Yeah, they
Don't even know the respect that you should get.
Well, they don't even know that when you're walking with a woman, she doesn't go on the other side.
Right.
By the street. They have.
Then
So when you
nobody
do it,
knows
they're like,
this.
"What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, you're not supposed to stand there,
Right,
sweetie."
no.
I still do that with if we're walking, I take the road, I put
Right.
her on the other side of
Right.
me, and people look at that,
You
but that's the
lie.
way we were.
They don't
That's
get
the
it.
way, that's
the
how
way
it was
is.
back in the day.
And
though.
that's just how it is. Like you say, when you're walking, maybe she doesn't notice, but you switch sides.
Right.
She doesn't know what you're doing, but you
But I
just,
see guys do it, and they're like, "Yo, like, bro, you're on the wrong side of the street."
yeah,
Like, what are
all
you
the time.
doing? Like-
all the time.
Somebody pulls up right now, can grab your woman, and you can't do nothing
You
about
can't do
it.
nothing.
They don't get it.
They don't
It's
get it.
crazy.
So it's something cool. Maybe we're gonna have a show on respect because
Right.
that's certainly lacking. I could tell you, I pick and choose when I have it. I pick and choose. I get what
Oh my God.
I just pick and choose.
Oh my
It
God.
depends on when I want to use it.
Well, we're getting a signal from Mr. Max there. We got 1 minute to go, so.
Oh, you talking about the hip hop scene? I'm actually doing a documentary with my boy Von Johnson. He has one of the Street FM, all of the long rappers went through that radio station. So we're actually doing a documentary about that radio station.
Well, I wasn't even looking up, but this is to you, sir.
This
is
you guys
his
got
tip.
it. You stole it.
I should. Yo, you didn't have to go there. But Bobby had to point in because I'm looking at you talking. Max is looking at his watch instead of looking at the screen.
Gotcha.
So
You're all
yeah,
over
man,
the place.
congratulations.
Well, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
It's definitely something that you've earned, and I'm sure,
you.
absolutely sure, that this is not the last one for this project. Because
Thank you, man.
you have how many submissions? You have 58
Oh God, I don't even know.
that were accepted.
You said
about it?
72, right? And you had
72,
54 that were
yeah.
accepted?
I'm sorry that you're gonna have more with that.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
man.
Sky's the
No,
limit for him.
I'm
He's
gonna
a
give you
talented
guys a
dude,
call.
man.
I got some
I don't
stuff.
want to see no more about your awards. If you're gonna
I'm
call
gonna
me
throw
and
you
tell
in
me
the
you got
movie.
another
I'm gonna
award,
throw you in the movie.
okay, that's a different call.
So,
But
yeah,
hey,
Man, as
Glenn,
always, thank you
I
for coming
appreciate
out. We
it.
appreciate you.
Always
Next
happy
time-
birthday, man. Again.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday
My
again, man.
50th birthday, and I celebrated really good last night with some people. Met some cool people. Might even extend my birthday celebration a little bit
there you
longer.
go.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Hey,
Oh.
you know why? Because I can do that.
You do whatever you want. You're 50 now. When you
I'm
hit 50, you
I,
don't,
I
you don't
feel
care.
like I'm
badge
30.
of honor,
I
man.
can stand up here and do a backflip. I might end up out on a stretcher, but I can still do it.
We don't want to take you to the hospital. We
I
need,
can
you for,
still do
we
it.
need you for Monday.
Yeah, man. All right,
Monday.
folks.
We'll see you guys next
Thanks
Monday.
for watching. We are out of here.
The
See ya.
Mime, Nate Moran, next Monday. Can't wait.
Take care.
Hey,